Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
This is Robbie with Believe in the Run.
And you're watching.
Oh, this is a scale.
What are we watching?
Between
two shoes. Again, the timing was a little off, but we can go with it. All right, you're watching Between Two Shoes. Robbie.
Yeah.
It's not really between two shoes this time.
It's between the same shoe of two different versions.
But not even that, because the first version is kind of only a slight update to that version.
I would say the Runshield that we're comparing right here is actually more of a deviation from the Saucony Endorphin Speed than the versions 1 and 2.
When we did the review for the first Saucony Endorphin Speed 2, we were like,
do we even need to do a review? Because they were pretty sure it's like this, almost the same shoe. So this is the Endorphin Speed 2 Runshield edition. When we first got the Runshield, what did we think they were?
Waterproof.
Well, yeah, right.
Because a lot of shoes come out with Gore-Tex or something like that.
But which we haven't worn, at least I haven't worn any Runshield shoes in the past. So I didn't know that it was just like a shield.
But see, I've had a Saucony ride that was Gore-Tex. So it was waterproof.
Okay.
So I just assumed Runshield was their non-branded Gore-Tex.
But apparently it's just a water-resistant type upper, as we found out as soon as we took these out in the rain.
Yeah, I poured water on them and I was like, my foot is wet. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't understand why you wouldn't go with this shoe. It's not that much difference, but you get a couple upgrades, and one of them is this ColdTrac rubber, which stays a little bit softer in cold temperatures, a little more grippy in cold temperatures. But Robbie, it doesn't really offer more, there's no extra lugs for inclement
There's
weather.
no extra coverage as far as compared to the first version. It's basically the same pattern, same depth, everything else.
I mean, it's the same rubber mold. You get this upper that is water resistant, which is a little better than, having something that water can get in the winter time. But the big reason I'd probably go with this over that one is, surprisingly, this is almost a half ounce lighter.
That's what blew my mind.
Than this version.
Right. This is already, right here, pretty light shoe.
It's under 9 ounces for a size 10.5, which is pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. And, we recommend this as a cheaper race alternative than maybe some of the carbon plated
I'd
shoes.
say some people actually like this better than the Pro. It's a little softer, a little more forgiving. You still pick up the pace in it, but a lot of people prefer this over their race day shoe.
Still, in my opinion, one of the best shoes out there, even version 2. I think this is even an upgrade on version 2, which is, I don't know, great. I didn't expect, to be honest with you.
Now, one thing I worry about with waterproof shoes is breathability. Robbie, you took this out on a 10-mile run in about 90-degree heat. After that day, we went out and we did the rain shoot where we got to play in the rain with them. And I was like, wow, these do kind of feel warm, but you were like, no, they're fine.
I personally had no issues with them, and I actually talked to our trail reviewer, Matt Kaczarski, who also got these as well, and he thought they were surprisingly breathable for being a Runshield edition as well.
I do think it's interesting. It has a toe bumper that looks familiar.
It very much reminded me of the Nike Peg Trail toe bumper.
Yeah, it does.
At least in the form of the design, but I like it. I like it more than the toe bumper on this one.
Well, this one really doesn't have a toe bumper. What's kind of nice about this one is that, again, if you're in the watery, slushy conditions, it's a rubberized toe cap, so you're gonna get a little protection like when you're toeing off. And what really happens most of the time is your one foot splashes, the other foot comes through it.
Right.
So really the vamp here and the toe are where you're gonna get the most water when you're running.
Despite the fact that I do like this shoe better overall, I do feel you get maybe a little bit more structure in the upper as well with the mono mesh. I don't understand the point of a water resistant shoe. Either make it waterproof or don't.
I would agree with you. I even sometimes question the waterproof shoes because
well, yeah, me same here.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. It seems like they're most popular in the Midwest, like a Chicago situation where you have those long cold winters where there's a lot of moisture and you're running through puddles and stuff like that. For most of us, if it's raining or if there's weather coming down, water's gonna get in the shoe.
It's just just deal with it, just run with it, and get your feet wet.
When it's 30 degrees out or lower, it can be raining and stuff like that. It's on that cusp of freeze and rain, and we'll still get our feet wet, but you're running and they stay warm enough.
Yeah, unless you're doing like a 20-mile run in that, but then again,
Nothing will save you.
Right. And waterproof shoes gets in, it's not getting out. So,
Yeah, it's called the bucket effect.
Yeah, but overall, I love the colorway, by the way.
I think that also influences. I mean, between these two, and it is between two shoes.
It is.
Between these two, I think this is just a better looking setup.
Now, the price difference is a little bit different. This is $180 for the Runshield edition.
How much is the regular?
$160.
So 20 extra bucks.
I don't know.
I don't know that.
That might be a deal breaker there for some.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, that is a tough call.
You're saving a half ounce.
And you really can't go wrong with either shoe. I'm not as in, like, some people are like devotees of this shoe and really love this shoe. I think this shoe is good. I'm not as in love with it as you are.
It's still one of my favorite shoes, top 3 favorite shoes out there. This might have even bumped it up a little bit. So between two shoes, I'm picking the Runshield edition.
I would agree with Robbie, Runshield edition. Gonna hit those cold winter mornings. Try to keep my feet dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't, just spend an extra 20 minutes in the shower. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and hopefully we're gonna be getting in some more winter shoes for us to do kind of a winter shoe roundup. And we'll give you some more between the two shoes. For those, maybe we'll have something that is a little more waterproof that we can recommend. It's gonna be tough to beat this weight.
It's true. Cool. Thanks for watching this edition of Between Two Shoes.